Okay. I'm sticking with Kagura because it's like there's nothing I can do. Hi guys, this is a guy 1013. It's not a guy 1013. It's a guy 1013. And my first round. This is second round. First round I got the bye. I didn't know it started at 11. Oh my gosh, facing Angel Feathers. It's been so long since I actually faced a good Angel Feather player. Oh well, hope. Thing is, tournament decks and good rank decks, they sometimes coincide, but it's like some decks that are bad at tournament, I mean bad at rank, are good in terms like Tsukiyomi is bad at rank because it's too slow, but it's good in tournaments because it's I can't believe I got a buy. I'm so lucky because it's single elimination. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky. Ay ay ay. I got copy of the end. Calling discard here. Calling discard here. Now doing the single one damage because it's like there's a chance I might draw into my novel. If I do, I can just switch that for a better card. I can switch novel for another copy of the end. Even though the thing is VPH terms, they allow you to use any deck from the three submitted deck list you have. You can have one deck list, but you're only allowed to use that, or you can use three, or you can only use one of the three. Only it's like that's pretty nice. Serpon doesn't know what you're gonna use, but he knows what one of the three things you're gonna use. Damn, I'm so lucky. First round, it's single Elam. I was the one that got the buy. Damn, I'm lucky. I'm very very lucky. This is round two, by the way. Oh my gosh, I'm really lucky. I was like, I really needed a copy of the N, and poof, I got a copy of the N. Picking, no, getting the PG because you never know, and plus I got a damage check PG, so it's like, since my chances of actually getting a novel is zero because novel, the G1 novel only works at G2 or less, not any times. Like, it's a very useless card once you're at turn 3. Once you're at turn 3, it's useless because it's like, unless you purposely choose not to ride to a grade 3, the G1 is useless. I dealt 2 damage. What did he put? Mm, mm. Cross ride number. I think I'll go cross ride numbers because it's like I have to kill that because novel skill states. The thing is, I can cross ride numbers, and I can choose to kill that later next turn. But there's just I might heal, so it's like retiring this card because it's like, eh. Ooh, I might be able to do 2 damage, so he can break right next time, but that'll be it. 1 damage. Okay, I can't do another damage because he got a draw trigger. He got a trigger. Sorry, I'm being quiet. I am typing on Discord. Oh my gosh. Hey, I want to counter charge, but it's like there's no point counter charging. And I'm only at 1 damage. I'm only at 2 damage. Worst he can do is push me to 3. Isnadaki runs stun triggers. Thing is, I saw 3 cards. They're all draw triggers. I saw 3 cards. They're all draws. Those 3 cards are draws. That's the seal. He runs 9 draws. His only way of doing more than 3 attacks per turn is the seal trigger. If you don't know what the seal trigger is, it's this guy. For me, guy is a unisex term to call people. This card is the card that allows him or her to do more than 3 attacks per turn. But still, why was the tournament on 11 a.m.? It's such a weird time. Oh my gosh, I got a novel. So, which means I'm guaranteed to keeping the novel. I'm calling this because there's a chance I might overdraw. And overdrawing is very bad. When this here, because things you can do this types of plays when your opponent is not a unit that can retire or lock. Because if your opponent can retire or lock, then oh my gosh, it's so sad for you. This is just round. This is round 2, game 1. Remember this, guys. I got a bye in round 1. I am so lucky. I am amazingly lucky because technically I woke up at 6:57, went back to sleep because I thought the tournament would be like after lunch. I ate my brunch. Thankfully, I ate my brunch. If not, I think I wouldn't been able to join the tournament, man. It's like, oh my gosh. My opponent is disconnected. Okay, my opponent got reconnected. Nice. The place I'm currently in is Baguio, if you don't know. And currently in Baguio, I'm the only one that uses the internet the most. It's like I stream, which I most of the time I stream is like when I think it's a good time to stream, like after lunch or before dinner or after dinner. But that completely depends on how much battery I have left on my phone. Since I stream literally on my phone. He's gonna call the grade 1. That's his optimum play. He calls the grade 1, counter blasts, puts a card from hand to the damage zone, gets the card that was damage checked. gets the heal trigger again. Wow. He really wants to have that auto. He wants to have multi attacks. Sheesh. No trigger because even if he gets a trigger, I have a way to counter charge. Oh well. Do I have any triggers left in the deck? I have only one trigger left in the deck. We both have a big hand. Oh my gosh, I forgot to call another grade 1, but oh well. Pushing to 5 damage. I don't care about the possibility of getting my draw trigger on my first check, and I won't restun this one because I'm gonna save my CB. Smart choice, man. Smart choice. Don't. I think I could have done 11k, both 16, stand back up. No wait, I would have done nothing. She's. I think they only have one trigger left in the deck, so it's like, oh my gosh, And I'm saying, oh my gosh, way too much. He break rides. He can add the perfect guard to his hand. Thinks I have two perfect guards in hand. But wait, he has the teal trigger. Is it racist or something? All your units get plus 3k. This thing can do multiple decks. I'll be at 18,000, which is too big. But no, wait, all the units. It's like, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead in game 1, but I'm gonna stick with Overlord. I mean, Novel, because it's like, oh my gosh, he called it there. Should have called it there for magic numbers. Oh well. Oh wait, he was doing it here because he still have one intercept. That's good enough. One intercept still good enough. Surprisingly, it's good enough. I think he's gonna keep putting non-triggers to his deck to thin out his deck. But it's like he runs 9 draws. Oh wait, he only has 2 triggers left in the deck. I'm now at 23. I'm at 23. Still have one copy of the N. I literally have still one copy of the N. He's gonna call the grade 2, yeah, that card. Then he will activate the skill to counter charge. He'll get the PG. Oh my gosh, I have 2 copies of Novel Critic Dragon. Oh my gosh, I have 2 copies of Novel Critic Dragon. And, oh my gosh. It's like, do I cross? No, no, no. I don't cross. I ride to Novel because it's like, I ride to Novel because it's the optimum choice. Sorry, Dragonite Overlord, DN. Sorry, Dragonite Overlord. I have to retire you because G1 doesn't have enough power. Non-trigger unit. Heal trigger. Oh my gosh, he got the heal. Because of that, my plans has been postponed. Sure, he'll get things. He only has like 1 trigger left in deck. There's a possibility it's in his hand. Don't ride. Battle. Thing is, it's completely dependent on him not getting a trigger. If he gets a single trigger, I'm dead. It's like there's nothing I can do. Because if he gets one trigger, I'm dead. But that trigger has to be his heal, though. No trigger. Thing is, does he have 3 perfect guards in hand, though? Oh my gosh, he needs to have 3 perfect guards in hand. 1 perfect guard. Another perfect guard. His final perfect guard, if he has all 3 in his hand, that's Angel Feathers for you. Thankfully, I have no triggers left in my deck, so it's like my chance of me decking out is completely dependent on my capability to draw 1 card. He has all perfect cards in his hand. Damn it. But thing is, now I know he has no perfect cards in his hand. And there's a chance he doesn't have any triggers. Grade 2. He has to have another grade 2 in the front row. So like, I don't know why he keeps calling this here instead of calling this here. He has 2 grade 2s. He needs to hope to heal check now. He goes to grade 1, which does nothing unless he miraculously runs stand triggers. It does nothing to him. It does nothing. He needs to run miracle stand triggers, which do not exist because he runs 9 draws and 5 heals because his starter is the heal. By the way, Sunny's Nice Smile is the best starter for Angel Feathers, which is so weird because in the TCG, she's not like the best starter. People actually changed their starting Vanguard to a different one in the TCG. I got a PG. Final turn. Oh damn, I was too slow in doing it. Oh well. Right, Novel. Thing is, unless he somehow has a miracle. Unless he has a miracle stand trigger. Let's check. What's the thing? Okay, it doesn't say I'm not allowed to use the same deck. It says I'm allowed to use the same deck, even though I submitted 3. What you call it? 3 deck lists. If it's 6 damage as a heal, okay, it's not a heal. Okay, it's not a heal. That's just me looking at my own video because I have to make sure it's good enough. Okay, round 2. What should I do? What deck should I use? What deck should I use for round 2? For game 2, not round 2. Round 2, I start my first. Sheesh. I'm laughing. It's like, oh my gosh. What deck should I use? Thing is, I'm just gonna stick with Kagros. Like, Kagros Classic, Kagros Easy to use, and thing is, our Royal Paladin's like, it doesn't have enough retire power for that front run. The thing is, like, Kagro wants me to use him more. Or should I change it? No, I should stick with my first one, which is using Kagro. Because it's like, Royal Paladin, last time I went to a tournament, besides my failed time at Saltfest, which I use Royal Paladin majority of the time, here I'm gonna try to use Kagro majority of the time. I'm gonna, if you can't beat my deck, I'll keep using it. Because the thing is, because my philosophy is you can't beat the deck, the opponent's allowed to use it because it's like, eh. He's still picking a deck. Thing is like, I have three options. Thing is, Kagero, which has a way to beat Reiji if you run Reiji, because Kagero can go without using Limit Break. Thing is, my build actually doesn't even need Limit Break because it's like, I run OGDO more than Dauntless. I only have like one copy of Dauntless because it's like, I noticed like, I don't like riding Dauntless as much as, I don't feel like I need to ride Dauntless as much just because it's like, Dauntless is, this card 3 is such a heavy cost. If I had a cheaper cost, let's say discard 2, like in Japan, it would be, oh my gosh, it is Lukie. It's Luquea. How do you pronounce it? Lukie or is it Luquea? Returning this because I want to counter charge. Because I can add it. Ay. Need a grade 3. Okay, I got the cards. I got the similar hand too. But I got in game 1. This is game 2 of round 2. And I got the buy in round 1. So I'm super lucky because it's like, there's one other guy who's like a better player than me. He didn't got the buy. So I got the buy, which is awesome. Free wins are the best. The only time free wins are not the best is when you're a streamer and your audience doesn't like to watch you get free wins. Which is like, wow. I only run one copy of Striking because I only have one copy of Striking. But thing is like, the only card that I would decrease for Striking is like Berserk Dragon. Oh my gosh, I got I have no 2 copies of original Dragonic Overlord. Huh. For me, the new, what you call it, the Rebirth is like, the Rebirth has potential because it's like, the Rebirth is slightly better than the N, only for one reason. One, you don't need a Persona Blast. Literally. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why I think the Rebirth is better than the N. Is because the N requires a Persona Blast to be used. A Persona Blast. Which, by the way, is very hard to use because it's like, you need to have 2 copies in hand. One for you to ride, one to keep in your hand. Meaning, you want to have triggers in your hand instead of dry checking those triggers. The Rebirth is like, you can have triggers or you can choose not to have triggers. In the end, I'll swing. But the only downside is, you won't have your board. So it's like, you have to prepare your board beforehand. Which for some people, it's like, oh my gosh, it's such a pain. For other people, it's like, okay, I can deal with it. Okay, I have 1 copy of Dragonic Gaias. Should I add it to my hand? I should add it to my hand. Mostly because it's like, sure, get an RPG would be nice, but it's like, Dragonic Gaias. I have like 1 copy of that bad boy. And plus, it's surprise critical. It's like, your first attack did not, oh my gosh, because of the surprise critical, such a thing. I might overdraw. If I get draw trigger here, I'll overdraw. I didn't get draw trigger, which is good because like if I overdraw, it would be bad. The ideal life, because thing is, Dragonic Overlord. Now you will have 12 Dragonic Overlords in your deck already. It's like, who should run more? The original Dragonic Overlord or the Break Ride Dragonic Overlord? For me, it really depends. If you run the Rebirth, you should have more copies of the Breaker, like 4 copies of the Break Ride. Or you're gonna do 2-2 or 1-3, and your one copy is the break ride and 3 copies original. But wait, you can because Doombringer Griffin can search you a Pacific Draconic Overlord. So it's like, if you got the Draconic Overlord you don't like, you can just Doombringer Griffin, go! I don't like this one. I'll get my break ride. Because I'm gonna have like one copy of the break ride. Because it's like, for sure I won't be lucky enough to get 3 copies or 4 copies of the break ride. And the thing is, priority to craft is either Dragonic Burnout or the Rebirth. Because the break ride is worse compared compared to Dauntless. It's only better because it's like counter plus 2, discard 1, the main. Plus retire. Because it's like actually like a retire skill because it's like counter plus 1, break ride, retire, discard retire, use on the main skill, get plus 10k power. That is the thing. Plus drive checks. Plus drive check. So you drive check 4 times. So 4 chances of getting a trigger. Riding OG Overlord. Calling this here. Retiring this by the way, because thing is, currently the starting Vanguard will be useless because starting Vanguard is completely dependent on whether or not you are using, who's that girl again? If you're a Silverthorn Vanguard. And only Silverthorn grade 3 unit is Lucia or Luquea. Luquea is like a very good deck. It's like, if it pops up, it pops off. So that's why it's a little bit scary. Here it's like, should I use my crit? No, I don't have enough power. I just don't have enough power. So it would be nice if I have a power, but I don't have power, so I'll just save it. It's like, but if I get power, be nice. Damage should have done the power thing because it would be like awesome. But oh well, he'll be break ride, which is okay with me because it's like, you'll swing, 2 attacks, I have no intercepts. I can take 2 attacks, block 1 attack. I'll be at 21. It depends on my trigger lock because it's like I have like 9 triggers left in the deck. Huh. Oh my gosh, a member forgot to screen record his games. Thankfully, I just streamed this because it's like stream or record, then upload. The record upload has better quality, better sound quality because I can just use in-game sound because I can't record in-game sound while I'm streaming on this thing, which is sad. So that's why people run purple trapezes. That's why they run purple trapeze. But wouldn't that increase the chance of you not having cards in soul? What's the good replacement for purple trapeze? Then in the double, maybe you just stack in one because you have like one open spot for purple trapeze. So they must stack in one card. Oh, he overcalled that. Wow. Oh my gosh, bravo, I got the heal. The only thing left is I'll ride the end because it's like cross trade numbers. Then I'll activate DO skill. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'll do this because it's like I won't be at 5th damage, so there's technically no point. Call. Retire. Oh my gosh, I could have gotten more attacks in, but it's like, oh well, misplace or misplace. Battle. Use the skill because he's at 4 damage. I finally get to use the skill, which is actually nice. Nothing. I gotta draw a trigger, so it's like, I can't mace them, so it's like, eh. He has no cards in hand. Deal 1 damage. If he gets a draw trigger, it's my fault. If he doesn't get a trigger, booyah. Doesn't get a trigger, so he has to lock a card to call a card. And I'm 13k base. I'm 13k base. Does he have good cards in the soul for that? He has... No, he doesn't have good cards. His only way to do multi-attack is this thing. Which is his boosters. Like, good cards shouldn't be boosting the Vanguard in Silverthorn. For him, I'm gonna lock... Is it specific Silverthorn lock? Any rear guard, any rear guard. I'll lock my booster, which would be idiotic. No, wait. Not idiotic. I don't... My Silverthorn deck's not this complete to criticize his plays yet. But when it is, I can start criticizing his plays. But it's like, oh my gosh. He's pushed to the back because, yeah, oh my gosh, he might time out because of this. He might time out. Okay, I won via timeout. Wow. I won via timeout. Okay. I can't believe it's like I read novel just because it's like I won via timeout. Oh my gosh. I won via timeout. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna keep it here in the loading screen. But still, man. Huh. Oh my god. Yeah, Zeren Kaiser, you just think too long. It's like you are like thinking too long for your plays. Taking too long consumes time, and also your internet connection was like so long. It was bad. It's like, oh my gosh. Should I be honorable and get a redo for game 2? But no. He says it's okay. It's like, it's okay for him because it's like, I could have chosen not to do and pretend, but thing is to be like, I drew a card, he draws a card, it gives him advantage over me. It's like, eh. Well, he would have healed. He would have healed. What would have happened? Like, oh my gosh, you would never know because it's like, he timed out. I'm just so, this like very lucky for me. It's like, wow, he timed out. He freaking timed out. Hello, Ant. I'm just too happy to hit you right now. Oh my gosh, can't believe he timed out. Okay, I'm just gonna put the room code for my opponent. Wait, round 3 hasn't started yet. What is people's Oh my gosh, we're still waiting for 2 people to play. Wow. I still can't believe. Game 1, round 1, I got a bye. That's why I'm still in this tournament, even though it's single elim. Which is single elimination, meaning if you lose once out of the best out of 3, you can no longer play in the tournament. Similar to Saltfest, what happened yesterday. Round 2, I won the first game. It was very hard fought between me and him. But I won in the end. Game 2 of round 2, I won because of timeout. But then again, there's a chance I might have won in the end because he had only one card in hand. In hand. No, he didn't have one. He had 0 cards in hand. And he drew himself a draw trigger. If it's like the reverse, if he got the draw trigger, I think he would have. But really, this is what he just think too long. It's like, the thing is, this is a tournament where they have timer specific. Unless there's no timers, it's like, eh. But still, mm. Ay, ay, ay. One thing's for sure, there's so many blank time because I'm just randomly talking. Like I'm just so happy that I won game 2 because of timeouts. Like take those 3 wins, man. But then again, I just heard a nice saying which is, strong men make good time make weak men make hard time make strong men. Which is a very nice thing. Which is very true because only men who have survived hard times will know how to make good times. So meaning, if you have a son, bring them to the wilderness or something. It's like, uh, my opponent is Gregios. 489 411 398. Vegas is my opponent, right? He is my opponent. Oh no, reload because it doesn't update live. There's some reason. Crappy phone makes crappy times. Then again, hard men make good time. No, strong men make good time. Good time make weak men. Weak men make hard times. And hard times make strong men. Like, look what happened. Baby boomers were in the good times. So they made the bad times. And the bad times are going to make strong guys. It's like, it's a cycle. It's a circle of time. Ay, But, but why does it only affect men, not women? It's because men have no backup plan when it comes to lives like this. Hi, Dick and Yuki, thank you for watching. And sorry, I might go political because it's like my opponent's not here, so I cannot back talk. I cannot back fight myself. I'm just waiting for my opponent. I already posted the room code. I'll just post the room code again for my opponent. Posting the room code again. Oh, Regis just selected. He's just gonna be there. Okay, what did you guys said? Thank you, Zach and Yuki. Yes, I'm also from the Philippines. I'm also in the Facebook group chat. And I'm using Kagro because one, last time I went to a tournament, I used Kagro yesterday. I lost like round 1 in Saltfest. You could watch it on stream. You can watch it. It's only like 20 minutes long. Oh, he's here. My opponent is Regios. I'll call him Reggie because I can not pronounce the OS part. I'm ready to go with Kagero. Let's see how well he'll do. If I pick Suiko, I might face another Angel Feather main. Because Angel Feathers is like a clan that is very used on rank, so it's gonna be hard to counter. Because like, if your deck is very used on rank, you bring it to tournaments, and you know it's a good tournament deck, people won't know how to play it. But since I'm using a very, very well-known rank deck, he has a lot of ways to counter it. Oh my gosh, he picked another rank deck. Oh well. Oh well, I'm facing its revenge. Just be like Kai versus Ren. What difference is? I'm keeping this. Well, I'll return one. Because it's like, I got Dauntless. I have like one copy of Dauntless in the entire deck. My deck list is, it used to run 4 Dauntlesses and 1 copy of Dio, but I changed it to 4 Dios and 1 Dauntless because in the end it's like, I rarely do my Dauntless plays. It's like, when you have Dauntless, like, I'm stuck with it, and I barely gain anything out of it. But, and I can search it, so it's okay to run at 1. I used to run it at 3, then 2, then 1. Just like, the lower the number it became, the better plays I was able to do. Okay, must be his tournament started. Oh well, thank you, Zek and Yuki, for commenting on my stream. And I will miss you. I'm gonna use Kagro. My other 2 decks are Royal Paladin and Link Joker. I want to know will I actually be able to use it. I'll only use a deck. Let's believe in that if you can win with the deck, keep using it. And it's not a conquest format where I'm only allowed to use a deck I didn't win with. Which means if this was conquest format, it'll be I have to use Royal Paladin and Link Joker. My Link Joker deck is okay, but it's not as good as my Kagro deck. My Kagro deck's only weakness is I don't have 4 striking, and that's about it. But then again, you don't need 4 striking in the deck. It's just giving your Vanguard 2 crits, and that's about it. It's like your opponent, you start 1-1. If you go first, your opponent's 0. You're at 1. Your opponent's at 0. When you're right at 3, your opponent's at 0. You're at 2 or 3 damage already. No wait, you're at like 1 damage. Opponent's at 1 because you most likely call a grade 2 rear guard. Oh my. Oh my. I have no choice. I have to call. This thing. This is actually very sad. I want to use my novel critic dragons. Oh, I have to add a PG in hand because it's like No choice of the PG because it's either that or nothing. Novel Critic Dragon. Feel sad I wasn't able to use you. I should just release Sam streaming live right now. Oh my gosh. It's another Novel Critic Dragon. That's my damage. Oh my gosh, my first damage was a heal. My Vanguard was at 7k base, so it shouldn't be 17. Oh, it was 16 only. I don't know why he chose to call. Oh yeah, that's the ideal call card. Oh, yeah. What I've done is that. Oh yeah, the 12k beater is like kinda useless in the first turn. For like first G2 turn, it's best when your opponent's at grade 3. The card that gives counter charge for Revengers. Oh my gosh. Facing against Revengers. Damn, I should have uploaded my Reiji deck. The thing is, my Reiji only has like 2 Reigis. It's more of an Amon reverse deck with a spice of Reiji than Reiji deck with a spice of Amon. Technically speaking, all Reiji decks are technically Amon reverse decks because it's like there are 4 copies of Reiji and 4 copies of Chariot. The remaining 5 cards contains Amon reverse and regular Amon and that Glory clone. Because it's like you can run 4 copies of Amon reverse, 1 copy of regular Amon, or you can run 4 Amon reverse, 1 copy of the Glory clone, or run 3 Amon reverse, 1 copy of regular Amon, and 1 copy of the Glory clone. I just feel sad I can't counter charge. It's like, oh my gosh. If I deal him damage, there's a chance he might counter charge. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got Novel, so I can start using him next turn. Oh. I may be able to use him next turn, so I'll just swing for the Vanguard. He'll be at 3. People can't do limit break because he'll just be at 3. Ay, my grammar's bad because I don't talk to people who are sophisticated enough to help me increase my grammar. It's like, you improve based on the people around you. You also regress based on the people around you. Your environment really helps mold you to who you will become. Now going back to while I was talking like, strong men make good time make weak men make hard times make strong men. Yet they don't apply that to women. Why is that? Why is that? That thing doesn't apply to women. Why is that? Thankfully, it kind of applies to women, but it's like very few and far between. It's like majority of the time, women will always go to the best man. Which means there's a pretty good chance she's not facing hard times compared to the rest of her peers or the rest of everyone. Men can't do that. Men aren't able to do that. It's like the richest woman will not go to the poorest guy even if the guy is super good looking. I'd skip. Good. Now the thing is, there there such a strong woman? Yes. Do strong women make good time? Not really, because we're a patriarchal society. We are a patriarchal society. It just means strong women can help maintain good time, not make good time. Because they can maintain it, but they cannot create it. Because the thing is, there's not enough strong women to do so. There's enough strong men to make from hard times to make a good time. Because it's like men don't have a choice. Guys don't have a choice but to either die or become strong. Women on the other hand, they have a lot of options because it's like A guy either weak, strong, normal will always need a woman in his life. A need for companionship because we are social creatures. Nowadays we're replacing it with pay to play people, games, videos, movies, other pieces of entertainment to help pass our time. Why did he pick that instead of trying to search for cars to help him countercharge? Why did he pick that? Hope for a grade 3. He didn't get a grade 3, but in the end, that was just empty space. Nothing. Okay, I have two perfect guards. Oh, he wanted to search. He adds a copy. He has two cards in hand now. Okay, he can swing at me. Oh, he can swing at me. Okay, I'm gonna win game 1 by the looks of it. It's like, he can swing at me, I'll be at 4, 5, PG. I'll win game 1. Because I'll ride Novell next turn. He'll trigger for added power. So he has a choice to either swing. He hopes doesn't get any triggers in the first swing. It's like, this is why I don't like using Revengers, even though I have an almost complete Revenger deck. I'm just missing like one copy of Dorient and this guy. My opponent gave up. Regios, time for game 2. And I believe to use the same deck until I lose with it. It's like, that's my philosophy. Which is the complete difference to the Conquest format, which we are not using in this tournament. If you don't know what a Conquest format is, a Conquest format is when you have two decks. You must win with both of these decks. Where's Regios? Regios. I'll just type the room code again just in case he accidentally kicked himself out. Oh, he's still there. And I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Going back to my thing talking about good times and hard times and reflects on gender sciences and about the battle of the sexes. I'm going back. Why don't strong women make good time yet? Strong men make good time. Yet weak women, weak men don't do anything. The only thing they do is just weak women makes inconveniences in good time. Weak women are playthings in hard times. He's just like, I just said that. Oh my gosh, on YouTube, I hope they don't get banned. And I have no grade 3s. I don't have a single grade. Oh my gosh, it's Link Joker. Oh my gosh, it's Link Joker. Link Joker is scary. Oh, I got a grade 3. Having grade 3 is very nice because it's like, thing is, yeah man. And my heal trigger is Novell Vag. And that background sound you're hearing is my mom now. She's now on the same floor as me. Hope she's going upstairs. Link Joker's like anti-meta. I'm streaming right now.
Sorry. Can I get me?
You turned your iPad off, mommy, yes or no?
Yes.
Sorry, guys. No one's actually watching this right now. Some might be watching the future, but it's like, Okay, don't call anything. Add a perfect guard. It's like, nobody's watching me. Nobody's even thinking of stream sniping me. It's just kind of sad. It's like, I always try to stream snipe if I can. But then again, it's like, who loves to stream snipe? Me, mostly because it's like, oh, does it really give that much of an advantage? Okay, first damage is heal. He added his grade 2 because if I were him, it's like he added his grade 2 or grade 3, but it's like, That's his heal trigger. Yeah, that's his heal trigger. So that's also my heal trigger. Thing is, the only good build right now for Link Joker is Schwarzschild. Or any deck that uses at least one copy of Schwarzschild in their decks. Then if you at least use one copy of Schwarzschild, you're good. The Schwarzschild has a built-in on play, on ride effect where you can counterpress one to add a copy of yourself from nothingness. Or is it the girl? Is it the guy? Who knows? Okay, I have no more perfect cards left in my deck, so any card I'll draw will be usable. Oh my gosh, I just felt a burns of 1,000 people screaming at me like reason did that is because it's like is that Link Joker has no way to plus. It has 0 ways to plus. Literally has 0 ways to plus itself. Its lock mechanic is not a true minus, it's a temporary minus. While Kagro's minus is a true minus because they have to discard cards from their hand to call new card. They have to call cards from their hand. Okay, no choice. I might have to ride Novel Crit. I might have to ride Novel next turn. Damn, it's getting hot. And I just finished my water and it's not gonna be cold for like an hour or so at most. Because it's at minimum. But at most it's gonna be like 2 to 3 hours before I can get a cold glass of water. Huh. I got draw trigger, but thing is, it will do nothing because in the end, he'll deal me 4 damage. Damn, his plussing is so good. I needed that Novel Critic Dragon. Oh my. Riding this just for one reason alone. It's like, I could ride that card. Problem is, I have no good rearguard cards. I have no good rearguard cards right now. And 3 of my heals are out already, if I recall. I only have 1 heal left in the deck. I've been streaming for a little bit of over an hour, but there's lack of dead time. Huh. I got another draw trigger. Ride skip. I'll do my thing now, side. Persona Blast. I have 3 perfect cards in hand, so it's like, eh. Perfect guard died again. If he locks, it doesn't change anything as much to me. It's like, but then again, game 2 is more his game now than mine. He only has 3 cards, and one of them is a Schwarzschild, a perfect guard and a grade 1 most likely. It's like because no, not a grade 1. Most likely another grade 3. My Vanguard's 13k base. A grade 2. Heal is bad, but he can swing with it. Heal is bad again, but he can swing with it. Swing. Because it's like I can take 2 attacks. He needs to have multiple. Oh, I got the heal. Nice. Was a smart play. I could have gave him 4 damage. But giving him 4 damage would be idiotic because of one reason. And that reason is I would be dead on his turn. I won't have any intercepts. I won't have 1 perfect guard. For sure I'll be at 4 damage based on the drive check heal, but it won't change anything. Oh my, he already had a Persona Blast ready? Who knew? Who freaking knew? One trigger will save his ass and win him the game. It won him the game. I have triggers left. I have 3 triggers left. I need to top deck. Okay, do I still have Novel Critic Dragon? I still have Novel Critic Dragon. The only way I will win is I top deck Novel Critic Dragon. No wait, I won't win if I top deck Novel Critic Dragon. Oh my gosh. I have a chance to win. I have a chance to win. Top decking Novel Critic Dragon does nothing. But damn. I'll have 2 intercepts next turn. He only has 1 card in hand. He'll get 2 cards in hand next turn. Which means, oh my gosh, this game is a hard fought game for both of us. It's like, I need to kill him now. I have no perfect cards in my hand, but I have 2 front row intercepts. This is a grade 2 Novel Critic Dragon for me correctly. Why can't I touch it? Oh, it's a Berserk Dragon. I have 2 intercepts. He has 2 cards in hand. The only way he could win this if he top decks a grade 3 and he calls his... Oh, he's a grade 2. He has no way to win. He has to double trigger for the win. He has no way but to double trigger for the win. He has to double trigger for the win. 1. He still has to double trigger. It's his loss. He only drew 1 card. That 1 card will do nothing to him. Because if I draw a Novel Critic Dragon... Oh, I won again. Game 2. I won again. I won again at game 2. It's 2-0 for me. 2-0. Yes, it's like you won't get the he wouldn't win because it's like no, I'll be at 4 damage. Novel's already alive at that point. anyone here right now. I'm already in the top 4, which is awesome. I will try to get the first place. Because it's like, maybe like, it'll be funny because the person who got the bike in round 1 got all the way and win the tournament. It's like amazing. My opponent is who again? It's either Zen or Kurokami. Oh my gosh, Gago, we might have a Gago mirror match. Or Spike Brothers. Oh my gosh, Spike is scary actually. Spike has a tendency to... Who's Kurokami then? Kurokami... Oh my gosh. Kurokami. Oh my gosh, there's a pretty good... Oh my gosh, regardless of who my opponent is, there's a pretty good chance of a... Oh my gosh, there's so much dead time right now. I'm waiting, but I don't want to re-upload the stream just for this. It's like, oh my gosh. Approve. It's like, there's really no problems with just approving people in Facebook groups. It's like, the only problem is when they do something after they got approved. It's like, oh my gosh, it's so weird. It's a reverse of what I believe in immigration. It's like, you don't add them in after they pass a couple of tests. But Facebook groups like, add them in if they did something bad, remove them. It's like, hi.
Ako maninda mag-irig di. Ikang, alog na kaya, aktaban ng ano, tapos sisiling, alog ng kaya, no, kaputi, para maliwanag. Aga, kaya tapos, ayan, ini ba kasi banyo dati? Yan ang si banyo, pikipo kung alog yan. Ako kunin mo yung
Like, there's so much dead time while I'm just streaming this, which is kind of sad. It's like, I just hope people like Kai's Christmas skin though. That's what I use for Novell because it's like, it's a Christmas time for me because there's no way you'll be able to heal because green Christmas. Yeah. Huh. I used my stamina earlier today. Woke up at 6:57. I woke up at 6:57. Did my stamina drains. So only been 6 hours or so for the stamina to refill. And I still haven't collected the 40 from the. I really don't think dislike about the new stamina, even though it's plus 40 per plus 120 a day, is that you have to get 40 each in 3 specific times. So you cannot get like, I haven't played today, I'm gonna play this one time in this day. So it's like, go there, oh my gosh, I can't get the other 80, can I only get the 40? I don't know. That's one thing I dislike about the new stamina. It's like, in Japan, they still have the 35, but you can get all 35 each. So it's like 35 times 4, that's 100 and 20, no, 40 times no. 135 times 3. 115. 105. You get 105 stamina. But at least you are guaranteed to get 105 stamina once you log in, at least before they reset it. I'm just waiting. Huh. Oh. Kagero, you've been here since. Oh, yeah, I said. I'm in top 4. The last time I went to top 4, I lost in the first game. So ouch. Oh well. But then again, I was still free for all, I think. Uh, ugh. Select deck. This is me. Okay, good. This is the class I'm using. It's like, da da da. This is me. Well, do well. While here I am. Let's start now. Oh, wow. The only good break rate that you can use with this card is the double rare break rate, because it's like call 1, combos 2, superior call 2, recharge skills, you call 1 more, so you have 3 cards called. Guys, I'll have to end the stream right now because of one thing alone. I have to wait 1 hour, 30 minutes plus 12. I have to wait until 1:30 p.m. for the top 4. So I have to end this stream because of that. Because it's not like you guys want to see me now just do some regular gameplay. I'll just play. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be make it 1-5. Okay. Okay, what will I pick? Okay, who do I want to? Thing is, I want to craft another triple rare, but it's gonna be a pain to do so. Let's check. Okay, let's check this one. It's 0. Since I'm so close in crafting a triple rare for Aqua Force, I need. I want to know, 42 people are watching me right now. I think they're watching it all the way at the back, so I'm sorry for them. It's like, I just ramble a lot when I stream. It's like, I ramble a lot. I still can't believe I'm still in this because I got a buy in round 1. I still can't believe it. The Robos. One thing for sure, I'm already guaranteed for the. I just need Kaiser. Oh no, it's Kaiser in the new link. Is it in like? Oh, it's Kaiser place though. Huh. I don't know what to do right now. I could do some rank. Uh.